another volunteer. So, I'd like an adult volunteer, if possible. Anyone? None of the adults, they're rubbish, I know this lot. None of the adults want to volunteer. So I will come out and pick somebody. Excellent. You've got quite a cheeky smile. Are you allergic to any foods, man? No. Excellent. Take my slightly soggy hand and come up here. Now, what's your name? Usha. Usha. Okay, so big round of applause for Usha for being very reluctant. Watch out for all these cables and things here. Brilliant, well done. So, now we're going to do a bit of chemistry. So you stand in the middle there. Give everyone a nervous wave. Yeah, that's quite bold actually. Now what we're going to do is we're going to carry out a... Where's it gone? There it is. We're going to carry out an acid-base reaction in your mouth. Yeah. And so what we need to do is we need to get first of all, some citric acid. You're not allergic to any foods, are you? So I can talk to you at will, basically, is what you're saying. So this is... We'll find out. So there's your bottle of water. No, that's... Louis, can you quickly run backstage? Go on here. You grab that teaspoon. Sorry, there's one here. So, that is citric acid as a powder. So you have a little taste of that. Yeah, go on. Quite acidic, isn't it? Yeah, there you go, you can have a little drink there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a reaction between the two of them. So, let's put one of these little half teaspoons of citric acid into the bowl here. Beautiful. And actually, sorry, we're going to do 3. So 2 more. Beautiful. And then 1 large one of bicarbonate of soda. And while we're there, that's beautiful, okay? While we're there, you have a little bit of bicarbonate of soda. So that's your alkaline. She's very good, isn't she? You could just say no, because... So it's a really interesting little drink. If you eat bicarbonate of soda, it's okay to eat as long as you don't have too much of it. It's alkaline. You get this sort of soapiness. It's a very different experience to the acid. It's just sort of... It's a yuck, really, isn't it? It's a quite intense, sort of soapy, yucky flavour. So we've got the acid and the base mixed together there in our little pot. Now we're going to put something in that makes it slightly less unpleasant. So we're going to add some icing sugar. Call that 2, 4, 6, 8. That will probably do the trick. Now, give that a good old stir for us. Fantastic. Yeah, beautiful. I'll do a little bit more. There we go. And then what we need to do is eat it. So there is your acid and your base together. Hang on 1 second there. That builds up to the drama. I think at the moment it's all about the moment. So we've got the acid and the base together with some icing sugar to make it slightly more pleasant. And what you're going to do is you're going to eat something. Okay, you've got some there. I've got some here, slightly smaller than yours. Yeah, you're good. You see. All right, you ready? In you go. Now. Is it in your tongue? Have you eaten the whole thing? No, in your tongue. So what's happening in your tongue? It's fizzing. It's fizzing. It's fizzing. So it's an acid-base reaction between bicarbonate of soda, citric acid. I'm salivating quite heavily, and it releases a gas. Now, if I show you exactly the same stuff, I'm not sure if the cameras can get tight up on this one. Any chance you can squeeze in any type of that, or is that as far as we get? That's as good as we get, okay. So what we're going to do, have a closer look, I'll do it against the black. So we add some water to it, so this is our liquid medium, which allows the acid and the alkali to mix together. We add some water to it, you can see that it bubbles. You can just about see that on camera there. It's bubbling, can you see it fizzing there as well? And that's because it's releasing lots and lots of carbon dioxide. Now, there is another name for this, it's called sherbet. So we've just made sherbet. It's exactly the same stuff as you buy in a sherbet dib-dab. Does sherbet dib-dab exist anymore? Do you know sherbet? Ah, they say yes. The smaller people in here say yes, they exist. That's brilliant. So it's the same thing that you're eating. Okay, give her a massive round of applause, because that was quite interesting. Do you want to take the bottle with you? Just in case. You're brilliant. Thank you very, very much. So, excellent. Okay, now, so that's quite a lot of sweets we got there. We're going to do some smell experiments. Now, we've handed out, Louis has handed out a whole load of balloons. Can you hold your balloon up in the air if you've got one? Now, the balloons, this is purely an experiment for me to see if this is going to work, so I can work it into a different show. I want to know if the flavours that we put in there are smellable by you. Okay? Now, when you smell, Louis, come up over here. When you smell, everyone take your breath and go. Now, every time you smell, the air goes up your nose, up through your nasal passage, and it gets passed over something called your olfactory bulb behind your forehead. And the bizarre thing about smell is that not that many, that we don't really understand exactly how it works. We thought we did. There was a thing called the lock and key system we thought worked, but really we don't know how smell and taste for that matter really work. But there's an interaction between the chemicals, the flavour volatiles that give your food and drink its flavour, and your taste receptors and your smell receptors, these things called chemoreceptors. And that's how we judge what a smell is. Now what I want you to do is very carefully undo the clip. You have to unwind the balloon off the clip. So guys, you need to undo your balloon, and then see if you can just let it off, up your nose. You can share it between yourself and your friends. And can you, is there a smell there? You're not enormously impressed with this, are you? Is there any smell going on there? Louis, do you want to come and help me take it here? Oh, no! That all went in one go. But can you smell something from it? Okay, so, and everyone back there, it's not helium, you're not playing like that. It's just air mixed with some flavour. They're intense flavours. So, Louis, what were the flavours? Actually, yeah, we'll do this with, so what flavours? So, you had a yellow balloon. Yellow balloons, yellow was cherry. Did you get cherry flavour out of that? Your mince pies. That's weird. Okay, so cherry. Guys, did you get cherry or mince pies? Mint. Mint. They got mint. Okay. So we thought that was red. Okay. So what else? We had purple balloons. Purple balloons. Now, did you get chocolate from the purple balloons? No! Lady over there, inhaling deeply. Nish! No, they didn't get chocolate, it was going well. And then what were the other colours that we had? So the red balloons, who had a red balloon? Are you getting mint from the red? Ah! The mint works! Okay, so this is the problem with sharing flavours. You can do it in the classroom by farting. You can share a whole load of really interesting flavours there. But it's really difficult to share flavours with a big auditorium here. So we've come up with a new system to make sure that we can get flavours all the way out to you. And the system is over here. It's called Volga. This is Volga. Okay, I'll go first. Watch out for the cable there, Louis. This is Volga. Volga is a vortex cannon. Now I need a volunteer to help me do this. Anyone free to help me? You're a little bit too small. I need somebody who's a little bit older. Would you mind helping me, madam? Me? Yes, is that right? Sure. You're supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be somewhere else, are you? Because everyone can see you. All right. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold that, and Louis is going to hold the other side, and then I'll show you what happens after that. So if you hold that, it's a little bit heavy, but not too bad. So this is a vortex cannon. It's basically a half-ton water butt with a big hole in it, and then with a skin put on the far end. And we're going to use it again to look at some more fluid mechanics. So first of all, we're going to fill it up with a little bit of smoke. Beautiful. Ooh, stop there. There we go. A little bit of smoke there. I'll just show you how it works first of all. I'm on view. Okay. Just step forward a little smidgen. So what we do, just pull the skin back of this, and then we'll let it go like that. And you get a beautiful smoke ring. That's the final way. Let's do one over that side. That's quite a nice one. And then let's do one. See if you can camera right back up there. And a little bit to your left. There we go. Oh, went a bit high. Still going. Move it over a bit high. Okay, so now what we've got here is something that creates a toroidal vortex. The toroidal vortex is a donut-shaped spinning body of air. Oh, well, it can be fluid as well. You can do this underwater as well. In fact, your heart creates a vortex every time it pumps. So let's do one more so you can watch it, because it's spinning on its own circular axis. It's an absolutely beautiful little bit of physics. Okay, step forward just a smidgen. Just watch one more as we do this. The gentleman here has just walked in. Doesn't know what's going on. There we go. Oh, we missed him. So that is, so you can just about see, it's quite light in here, so it's a bit tricky to see. That's your toroidal vortex. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add some flavours to this, and then we can share them around the room, and I can see exactly where they're going. So, where's my flavours? So, what I've got is a familiar fruit flavour that I've split into two halves, or rather my flavour company friend, Steve, has split into two halves. And neither of them should really, oh, I need one more, neither of them should really taste like the main flavour. In fact, both of them are pretty vile on their own. But nonetheless, I'm going to share them with you. Alright, here we go. So, a bit of smoke first, so we can see where it's going. And you can just make these things out of a cheap bin. I've got another one that I use at home actually, and it's just a very simple cheap bin with a big hole in it, and then a bit of plastic on the back, and a couple of bungee cords. It's so easy to make. Okay, so flavour number 1. Hope this works. Oh, it smells pretty grim. This smells a bit like petrol mixed with rotten apples. Okay, let's turn around this way. Let's see if we can get it over there for the kids. Oh, right in the face. Oh, back there. Just get over this way. And one there. And one there. Oh, and one bit higher. That's right. So you can get to the back of the auditorium. Oh, that's good. And then right to the end there where everyone's standing. Oh, that's a bit low. A bit higher. There we go. And a little bit more. So, oh god, that does smell pretty horrid, doesn't it? Okay, it's getting right in the corner there. There we go. See if it'll reach there. She's running away already. Oh, is it getting there? Oh, it's just arrived. Okay, and maybe some at the back up here. Okay. Now, did anyone get a little bit of the flavour, guys? Have you? Okay, so it's sort of petrol-y, sort of rotten apples sort of flavour. Anything else? Slightly vommy. Generally a bit vommy. Okay, so that's the first half of the flavour. Okay, that contains 6 components of the main flavour. Now I'm going to add the second half. In fact, I'm going to add them both at the same time, so we're running out of time a little bit. So, let's put the smoke in first. Guys, you just step forward a little bit for me. That's it. Beautiful. Good from there. So, a bit of smoke first. I love doing it. I could do this all day. In fact, I do actually sometimes spend whole days doing this. There we go. That's in there. Get our flavours in as well. Oh, this does smell a bit more like it. Okay, so which fruit is this? Okay, let's see if we can hold up a bit higher, guys, and then we can. That's it. One there, and one round that way. And keep going round. And keep going round. And keep going round. And one final one all the way over there. Oh, hold it guys, hold it that way. That's it, alright, we're all the way around 180 degrees, because these guys are being left out. And one back there. Beautiful. Okay, so you got both flavours there. What was that? Strawberry, that's exactly what it is. So it's a slightly artificial